Gentlemen in the mix.
Yeah. Hey, traders. Welcome to the Sunday stream, the weekly candle close stream, as Bitcoin sells off pretty hard. And of course, the altcoin's going to get hit harder. Futures, stock market futures have just opened with a gap down. Okay, talking about all major index funds gap down, probably having something to do with this whole, Russian ruble stuff, central banks in Russia preventing people, market participants that are foreign, from selling into their assets. I don't know. The ruble went up 26% in 20 minutes, and then on the chart it's like back down to zero. And can you halt a forex currency pair? I'm not really sure. Let's. I know Bitcoin's down and stuff. Let's just look at the futures that just reopened, and here is your S&P 500. That's not what you're looking for. You're not looking for the S&P 500 to be down 2.5% on the new day, on the new week, like immediately. That's not really great. Wow, man. Yeah, things are bad. I mean, last week was great little relief rally and stuff, but wow, it can't. The news cycles, these things are so bad that are happening geopolitically that it's I don't know. Like, how can you have like a massive recovery with these things that just keep coming out? I mean, these market conditions are extremely volatile, pretty scary. I don't even. This is getting more whacked than COVID in terms of just events occurring. You get a virus and lockdowns and stuff. Now you got bombs and nuclear threats from foreign invaders of another sovereign country. So, dude, I can't hear my music. Something happened. Hold on. Just hold on. Oh, maybe it's because of that. Oh, that's it. Always that. Y'all can hear, right? Y'all can hear. Decibel level's good and all that. Okay. Yeah, dude, buckle up. Buckle up for another really bad week. Yep. I mean, that right there is probably the worst thing that you could ever do. Unless Jesus comes in himself to save this market, you're screwed. You're just now like rejecting the break back above a level. That's awful. And that's kind of what crypto did. That's kind of what total market cap did. Here it is, right? Oh, you go up to a resistance. You look like you might double bottom, you rally, and then you just start bearishly engulfing. Start bearish engulfing, rejecting that level, just making sure, right? You broke below it, now we got to confirm that it's resistance. Okay, you're doing that. Wow. And same thing, Bitcoin, so I guess it was so weak, the whole theory would be, I mean, really, it's actually not even too terribly bad on the daily yet for Bitcoin. Whereas it still looks like it could be trying to bottom out, but, obviously when you try to bottom out, you shouldn't be rolling over again. 48 minutes to your daily and weekly candle close. And you haven't made a higher high yet. You haven't broken, you're not above any critical levels. You're just kind of hoping that maybe you've bottomed out. I don't even know if you can say hidden bullish divergence in development anymore. All it takes one bad day, all of a sudden negative momentum builds again, and all of a sudden just turns into something else, and it's not that. So, yeah, man, how can any market be bullish when all this stuff's happening in the world, right? So good luck. Good luck on everyone's longs. Good news, I guess there's not even really a gap on the futures if you look at like significant time scales. Yeah, and so like as we look at those, we then look at, what was always bullish is gold, right? I mean, this thing has been bullish like nonstop, and look at it now. It's about to break out, okay? Nothing changed on this. Who cares about, oh no, it rallied to hit multi-month highs or year high almost, and then is now building positive momentum. There was no edge. There was nothing implying that bulls were exhausted, buyers were exhausted. This thing's going to $2,000+ man, especially with what's going on now. Oh my God, dude. I mean, does anyone have any understanding of like, or seen anything like this happen before? Like we're watching the entire world pretty much cancel another country that has 6,000 nukes, and that country is invading, and then everyone's lending or giving all these resources to the one sovereign country that's probably going to fall, like the capital will fall probably in the next 24 hours. Well, Belarus is going to be bringing in ground troops and I think their Air Force within the next few hours. I mean, these things are getting really crazy, man. And so it's just like you can only imagine how whacked out volatility is going to be, up and down, everything's going to be. I'll tell you, man, that's real bad. What your index funds do in your futures. Russia's buying gold. They don't have to come out with a press release. We know, we can see it on the chart what they're doing. And if it's not them, it's other people. And remember, this is $10 trillion market cap. So if you're making higher highs, higher lows, or just higher lows a lot, that means someone is accumulating so much gold. So let's look at the DXY, the United States dollar. That is China bullishly engulf. Right, just butting up against its highest levels. Butting up against the resistance, but I mean, it's just so close to its highest level, in years, or at least since June of 2020. Yeah, so everything that was, bad is bad again. Everything that was good is good again. Like we're talking about silver and gold. And then, index funds were bad, and now they're bad again. Crypto was bad, it's bad again. You go across the market, I mean, you got double-digit losers today, and percentage-wise in crypto, but blocks up 17%, dude. So once you break 97.30, you're probably going to 99 to 100. And at this point, I mean, with this trend, the way everything's going, it's almost surprising to think that it wouldn't see 100 now, right? What about U.S. oil? How's U.S. oil doing on the new week? It just happens to be mooning right now. It's up 6%, chat. Bullish engulfing candle already in development in a couple hours, less than 2 hours of trading. Wow, heading to 100 again, like it was a joke. Breaking this structure again. There you have it. Yeah, it's like, I mean, having Putin as a leader, yeah, he's lost it, man. He doesn't. What a warped perception of reality, what he's doing. And it is definitely causing problems across every market, or just, you can see what's happening. Dude, buy into the nuke narrative? What are you talking about? Like their ministry just like came out with like a threat almost, talking about they would use nukes. Like no one's talking about there's a theory or something. It's like their actual government keeps threatening. That's it, dude. So you're reporting that, and that's not calling it a narrative when you just report what they're talking about, what their government's saying. Okay. I'm not on mainstream news. What are you talking about? I don't get my sources from mainstream media, dude. Anyway, so let's look at Ethereum. Why not? We looked at kind of the futures that are kind of scary right now with that gap down. Let's look at the Dow Jones closed the week at 34K, a gap down to like 33.6. Yeah. So Ethereum, like, still argument for it might be trying to bottom out, but again, with market conditions so sour, like that's going to kill your argument, right? It's the same type of thing we talk about where you want to be batting 3 for 3 on your trends, right? You want the macro to be bullish. Then you want to have the sector of the individual asset you want to long to be bullish, and then you want the individual asset itself to be bullish, like in an uptrend, all of them in uptrends. But like you could tell the macro, very tumultuous, very uncertain, very like volatile, and definitely maybe not bullish. Like certainly there's no, like, dude, if you just go back, we're in the midst of a bearish reversal. And there's the hope that, yes, you rally, you get back above supports, and then you go on a relief rally and you run up to make a deep retrace and you create an M shape or something like that. But if you just completely wipe out what you did the past 2 days of trading, you're in a lot of trouble. I mean, there's still, like, if things recover, you got bullish divergence still, right? If things recover, sellers would imply they're exhausted on a daily time scale, and everything could be okay. But, like, just, wow, that wasn't a good open. That was scary. Dude, some of the stupid saxophone on these sets, Jesus. I don't know. Saxophone's just more annoying when volatility's high, So you're not dead yet, and not everything's wiped out. But again, you better be paying attention to what's happening, because this is and you are technically on the S&P 500 futures. You are still above that support zone, at least. Unlike the Nasdaq, get wrecked Nasdaq. Okay, you are above things, so you're having alert set up maybe below that 42, 44 area, because that's where things get really, really bad. That is the cliff, probably the abyss. You really, market participants around the West, you really just gonna let like Putin, what he's doing, like destroy everyone's like retirement accounts and the economy? Really, is that what's gonna happen? I just don't I don't know. Like, if are they gonna let that occur? Okay, so Ethereum, and then we look XRP that was like okay, but no way it's gonna hold on. It's like at all.
Thank you for being here every day. Puff puff pass.
Still holding above the freaking support. I mean, so XRP is kind of okay, but the argument for hidden divergence is starting to die. Like, if this keeps up, negative Momo builds, then all of a sudden zero edge
hey, Mitch,
at this level.
Can we take a look at silver? Thanks.
What's up, Ritoshi? Yeah. Well, silver, of course. Yeah, we'll look at that. Absolutely. Might as well just look at it right now. Because XRP, right? Nothing changed from yesterday except the bullish engulfing candle still actually valid. I just Bitcoin wants to roll over, dude. These things are screwed, but Bitcoin's kind of okay-ish still, not dead yet. Just a really bad open, and XRP is down almost 5%, just like everything else. And then we go to Cardano. Check out Cardano. Right, no, BNB. Why did I look at XRP before BNB? My bad. BNB still technically okay, but again, like, if you start rolling over here and then you start cracking below 330 and stuff, then all of a sudden the argument that you had dies. It's dead, right? Now you need follow through. You don't need to confirm the bottoms in at an inflection point, start showing bullish divergence, and then literally just start rolling over again. Then it's like, okay, everything that's bullish is a loser. Nope, no chance. Bear trend's far too powerful. I think once we get down to 332 again, that's probably the case, right? Where your bullish argument just cannot succeed because the market conditions are far too volatile and too bearish, right? I mean, Scott Carney talks about it in his books when the Nasdaq bubble popped, right? On the way down, you'd get harmonic patterns that were perfect setups with type 2 returns with divergence, and they would just collapse. They would just roll over like nothing. So that's kind of got to be, again, your litmus test for the trend health when you present these wonderful opportunities that just fail miserably. Yeah. So it's like you've got 155-day development of this potential bottom. And if it fails here, wow. So hyper bearish. So bearish. We're at $200, $185. Easy. Like, almost certain if this thing starts rolling over. Okay? It's like, yeah, they can all be set up well, but it just doesn't matter if there's no follow through. If no one buys, at these value perceived areas, it doesn't matter, dude. So just be aware that is exactly what could be happening, where they look great, and in other market conditions, they play out. Like, dude, just think about it. If we don't have Russia maybe, invading, or definitely invading another sovereign country, the nuke stuff, the ruble collapsing, all these bad things going on. I mean, in other market conditions, you can create M shapes and type 2 returns, and then what happens? They play out. They rally and they go to almost all-time highs. But then when you have the same thing and you're not bullish anymore, they just don't work. They don't work. And so you get stomped out and you're done. And then you just wait for months until something changes. And that's maybe where we are. Okay, Cardano, that this was bearish. There was like nothing about this that was even like, you just thought that maybe if Bitcoin rallied, this would rally too. But of course, Bitcoin's not going to rally, man. Of course not. So it's going to test what was once a resistance as resistance again, like we talked about yesterday, and starting to roll over. And this thing, if Bitcoin rolls over, this thing's going to get wrecked so much harder. I mean, you go to the probably Cardano to Bitcoin chart, and it's just going to get decimated. This thing looks still like there wasn't even hopium on this one. It's like this one still just looks like, no doubt, 38 to 40 cents at some point in the near future. No doubt. Like at least Bitcoin was trying to make like some sort of higher low double bottom. And this one's like, no, we're going to make the lowest low we've seen since, February of last year, like 1 year anniversary, and we're going to collapse probably. Yeah, that's the way this thing looks, dude. Not oversold, no bullish divergence on the RSI at all. Bearish control zone, though, certainly much further it could fall before it gets oversold again. And I would say that you'll probably make, this thing really rolls over. You might see the lowest level since March 2020 on your RSI. It's just bad, man. Just like, but hey, there were like 2 years, and really more than 2 years, where market conditions weren't this psycho whacked out. I mean, we're like maybe witnessing some of the most insane times of our lives, and we're talking about millennials, they're at least like 30. I know there was like 9/11 and stuff like that, but we weren't able to even, we were in like grade school, like 5th grade or something. Global financial crisis, I was in college, and now, like, I don't know, we'll see if we're COVID crash, but this might not just be this 30% all-time, the fastest 30% drawdown in the history of the stock market.
Government
and rallies,
and Federal Reserve destroyed our economy and
history.
Retirement accounts decades ago when they decided to inflate the mother of all rainbows. In relative terms, we look okay. In real terms, we've been wrecked for a long time. CPI more like CPLA.
Yeah, that's there, but I just got this risk on assets seem just like it's real bad. Yes, anything rallies and then you just gap down. So we gotta go to the weekly on Bitcoin because that's what's closing, and it's so bad. We were here yesterday and it was above these levels. Guess what? It's not anymore. This is just like, it's bad. I mean, this is just terrible. Like, you're now like back below 38.1 to 39K. Like the candle high closes from last year. You were above them. You were literally like at 39.2 or something. It was great. And then just a Sunday, you roll over. You just roll over. So now you're going to close the week, almost confirmed. You're closing this week below these critical levels. You got to hate that. You can't like that. Remember, anything above these levels is okay. Anything below it, terrible, awful, really bad. Good chance you see the next level like 30K. But, whatever. Maybe we can just still bottom out on the daily or something. What's up? It's been 10 minutes. Oh, yeah. Let's look at Bitcoin futures just on this chart. I know it's delayed. I'll look at the other one. But, yeah, certainly a little gap down here. Right, remember you closed the week at 39,125 and you opened at 37.8. Okay, that's not really promising. Big yikes. Okay, so maybe that gap fills. It's so insignificant, it probably will fill. But yeah, down 4%. I mean, even like high flyers like Luna. And I look at this, I mean, wow. You hit this level from December of 2021, and then you rallied and you broke it with a candle close, and now you're rejecting. You literally are rejecting the breakout. That is a false breakout. That is called a fake out. Of course it's going to fake out when the macro goes to crap. This thing's down 9% now. There was no buyer exhaustion. There was no bearish divergence or anything. It was just, it's just collapsing with the macro. It's not going to break resistance. So, okay. So you can't be bullish on anything right now. You can have hopium. You can have hopium about a potential double bottom, but you can't be truly bullish. Yeah, just can't be. It's bearish and golden candle going to be confirmed on a Sunday. 31 minutes on Ethereum on the daily. I mean, you are trying to test this supply line. Yeah, who cares? Like, it doesn't even. Like, who even cares, man? And it's just like, oh, convergence. You're losing your negative momentum and starting to build it again. Down almost 7%. Dude, this asset, what's the market cap of this? Hundreds of billions of dollars and just down 7%. Okay. Was there a request or something? Oh, silver, yeah. Tell you, man. Oh, silver, great, man. Did anything change on silver? No. Not a thing changed on silver. It's so bullish. It's above its 200-day moving average. It's gonna keep going up. My God, after stuff like today, oh yeah, this thing's going to 26 bucks plus. This thing's going maybe to $30. Talking like over in Russia, man, like people are just buying everything they can because they know that their money will be worthless soon. Very worthless. So yeah, gold, silver, US dollar. I'm sure platinum looking real good. Platinum is talk about a breakout back test. You're doing it right now. Truly are. Now, that divergence is playing out, but if the support's too strong, then it's not going to go any further than this. Maybe 1,032. But platinum, the upside, I think this is so much upside. I think platinum's going to 1,337 eventually and higher maybe. So, yeah, you talk about, hey, at least this is something for you. If you can't go long on crypto or freaking anything on the stock market, here you go. Here's your platinum, your opportunity. The stop loss probably just somewhere around, $1,020 or something below all these supports that it broke. That's about it. And then, 1337 would be a target for sure. 1,200 could be one, but here you go. Here's your chance. I'll flip tomorrow when the market reverses. Dude, I will really flip when Bitcoin makes a higher high. Right? Till it makes a higher high, it's just hard to be like, it's nice opium, the potential bottom. What if Bitcoin wants to roll over and go to like 33,000 again? It could do that and still double bottom. But you just think at an 88% recharge from its previous low to high, how many days now of all this going on? In 250 days, you're bottoming out, you're trying to make a higher low, and you're telling me you're not gonna recover. It's really not that bad if things just kind of stabilize here. It's not like you saw on February 17th. That was a terrible day. I mean, that was like where you were above critical supports and you just wipe out and you lose so much value. Yeah, you lose like 9% a day. It's not like quite that bad. But yeah. We've got to look at some commodity pairs or just commodities because, look at palladium. Palladium's up 5.18%. Like right, 40% plus palladium's in Russia.
How would one expose themselves to platinum without owning the physical metal?
What's the ticker on the stock market? Right, SLV for silver. You got GLD for gold. PL maybe. What is it? And there's platinum futures, but PLG. PLG would be the ticket. And you want to see PLG real quick, man? You want to see what PLG looks like? Oh, let's go to the weekly so you can really see it. You want to see the weekly pattern completion zone of the bullish bat? Bullish divergence at that completion zone. And, I know it's not a type 2 or anything, but with what's going on right now, that would be the asset. If you were trying to long platinum, I would think that PLG would be good. Would be what one would own if they wanted exposure to it. Okay. Looks like bullishly spicy, yeah. And get back with that 200 moving average, things will be good. Yeah, the upside, you could imagine if this played out. I mean, this is how a lot of times major cycle reversals occur with M shapes like this. This is the weekly, dude. This isn't a joke, okay? This is a 708-day large structure. 708 days. Can you imagine? That's like so significant. A weekly divergence. I would say that's pretty good. I'm surprised commodity prices really aren't doing too much. Like, I figured like wheat would be going nuts or something. It's not, though. It's wheat futures. Look what it did. It says it's down 8%. I'm confused here on this candle, though. The weekly. How could it be down 8% looking like this? Like, it ran up to hit 959. Oh, okay. I get it. What? Why does it look like that? That's so weird. Anyway, at a major resistance, what are you doing? At a potential reversal area, it seems like you are reversing, right? And that's pretty interesting. And it's only after that beautiful inverse head and shoulders played out. I mean, what was the measure move of this? Measure move was like 911, 910, and you exceeded that. So that's TA respected right there, really well. Gotta love it, man. Then you got corn futures. Wow, look at that! No way. At the 886, look what happens. Things down 5%. But I mean, how you can't make that up? That is so real right there. I mean, I would say that is certainly a reaction. Yeah, platinum futures PL. Yeah, do that. But now you're back below 666, which is that something? Not really. What was that? I don't know why I really had that plotted. Oh, I see. Yeah. From 2011, 2012. It was just kind of an area where it did reverse. Normally you go down to like 574. But yeah, this is it, man. Like, this is how these things happen. You know, what a nice run. It was so methodical, so perfect. And then now we're working on a daily bearish engulfing candle literally after hitting the pattern completion zone. So perfect. A bear shark. Nice. Well, lumber selling off some. Cotton futures selling off some. So it looks like a lot of your commodities that are not metals are not doing well at the beginning of this new week. How about helium? It doesn't matter, whatever. Good Lord. But yeah, US oil again, it's just pumping, man. Trying to break back out for the 10th time. I mean, you break 100, you know there's like nothing there for a while. I mean, minimum 107, 110, but probably 114. Do y'all think that these market conditions could make U.S. oil hit an all-time high? That's $147. It's kind of like hard to believe, you know, 147. That happened at the top of the oil glut. Or, I mean, I'm sorry, the global financial crisis. Sorry, oil glut was 2014, right here, before it collapsed. But I know at the top, just before everything collapsed, yeah, it hit that price, which is just absolutely insane. Imagine FOMOing in anywhere on U.S. oil. No one survived. Even if you bought the bottom January 2007 at $51, you didn't survive that. I mean, like, it took you out too when it hit its bottom. So yeah, these are cyclical. So I mean, like, you'll have a run that's gonna go insane. It could go to all-time highs. It could do something even crazier, whatever. But eventually, it will probably flush out. Things will go back to normal. Gold pulling back just a little bit after hitting 1921 again. 1921, you know what that is, remember, on gold. 1921, you go back to 2011, it was the highest level of all time. Briefly. So you tested that again, like you did Friday and like you did Thursday. So 3 days in a row testing it. You keep testing, you'll probably break it. So to me, you will not make me. Something crazy would have to happen for you to make me change my mind on like gold and its direction, maybe where it's going. I mean, this thing's probably going all-time highs. 2,500 target most likely. Couple with handle, man. It's doing the things that we just wish anything on crypto is doing. We wish, but dude, they just aren't. What's up, Solda, dude?
Long on theta Putin pi t.
All set. I mean, fine. Again, fine, like a fruit fly is fine. And you say it's fine above 37,322, and you're telling me it's like $300 away from that. That's not really fine, dude. Whatever. It's just hopium at this point. It was hopium on the potential double bottom. It still is. Because the trend is not bullish technically until 44,000 and change is broken. That's it. That's the line in the sand for the trend reversal. So until then, it may look like it's okay, but you know, if your futures collapse, if the stock market gaps down and breaks support again, then it's your risk on assets like Bitcoin and crypto are done, dude. Here's your weekly on the S&P futures, the new week. Here's your new week. Wow, what a nice hammer, bullish hammer on the weekly, turning into literally nothing. I mean, I hope, you know, by the end of the week, by the end of Friday coming up, that it doesn't look like this. Because that is an amazing looking bullish reversal candle, and you're just invalidating it completely already within, we're talking 1 hour. Just what a joke. And you can see it supports. Yeah, this is live, unfortunately. I mean, you know what I'm saying, right? It's like, unfortunately, in these market circumstances, we're live. Like, I'm cool to go live, but just it would have been nice if things just weren't so bleak, man. Bleak. You're trying to hold. Maybe it's the back test of spring. You're springing. You're back testing the spring, maybe, and it could hold, and you could rally upward. That'd be great. And that's occurring right now, but dude, uncertainty levels, like highest levels since COVID every single effing day. Of course, yeah, you break this level, it's just another lower high and soon to be another lower low at much lower prices. I would think like you start cracking below 42, 44 again, you're going to 4,000 easy, and that's just a joke of a support anyway. Yeah, but hey, good for gold and silver and the US dollar. Let's go at the ruble again. Dude, this thing was... Did they stop it? It's like, yeah, it stopped. I don't even know. This thing is still screwed, you know. US dollar to ruble. This thing is so effed. I mean, we're going to watch an entire economy collapse. We're going to witness it in real time. I don't know how it changes from, you know, the USSR collapsing to now. I mean, they're isolated more so than they've ever been, probably, right? Back to the Iron Curtain. Like, so based on, you can see this chart where it's like at zero. That's not true though. This thing is, in real life, this thing's still maybe even higher than 105, right? Like over the weekend, I think it's like, it costs double the rubles for $1. Yeah, it requires double the rubles for $1 now. All fiat's collapsing except the US dollar. I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, what else is there? You know, just keep our eye on the futures, the live markets that are open. You know, I mean, we can look at the Dow Jones too. I mean, S&P's trying to hold for now. Is this it? US 30? I know. Oh, here it is. So this one's doing the same thing the S&P is doing. The critical, unbelievable level is trying to hold for now. Trying. Desperately. And that Head and Shoulders is still pretty active. It's still real, I think. I mean, it was so cool to close back above critical support after a huge fake out and like highest volume you had seen on the Dow Jones futures since literally ever. You'd never seen that much volume. Oh, sorry, the daily. Never. February 24th was the record. And then you caught a really nice green candle to get you above levels, and now you're just trying to hold it desperately. There is, without a shadow of a doubt, still the argument for bullish divergence. It's still there, man. Like, even if it fails, even if it just starts getting about you're developing. It's developing now until worse things happen, which seems to be almost unlimited supply of bad things happening. And I really hate the fact that, like, you know, I mean, Russia's getting canceled. You know, SWIFT banking system, that was a development this weekend. So they can, you know, no one in Russia can use Visa, MasterCard, Bank of America, anything, right? And so what? They're going to start using their own system with India, or they're going to start using crypto, which I think that's so bearish for crypto. If if Russia starts adopting it after becoming a pariah state, Bitcoin might be screwed. I mean, like, because they're going to try to, I mean, the powers that be, why would they want to keep this price going up? They would want to destroy Russia, so they would do whatever they could to collapse Bitcoin. I mean, you know, maybe I'm completely off here with that, but I don't think you want Russia doing anything with Bitcoin or crypto. That they're like radioactive in terms of being canceled. Yeah, that's right. Oh, you know, it's the most 21st century thing to happen. Yeah, well, they brought it on themselves. So I mean, like, you still are showing the edge for a little bit more substantial reversal. You're still above support, so you're still like okay on the Dow Jones futures on the daily for now. It's like, what are we going to be at? How far are we going to be gapped down tomorrow? You know, market open. All these bad things happening when real market participants, I mean, regular participants can't even do anything.
Daily/weekly. THNX for being live man.
What's up, dude? I mean, I guess, sure. What's the point anymore, right? What's the point of doing anything? Jeez. That looks great. What a trend, man. What a freaking trend on Anthem. Jeez. Yeah, this thing's parabolic. Healthcare. Yep, managed healthcare. Parabolic uptrend on the weekly. It's beautiful. But other than that, I mean, it's not at a value area. It's not got a structure that seems like something where someone could size up a reasonable entry, stop loss, and take profits. I'd say your upside could be rather limited up here. Don't you agree? I mean, it's just an uptrend, man, since COVID crash, right? I mean, we could try to plot it. It might just need to be freaking log scale. That's what it is right there. Beautiful. One anchor point on the top, two, and then one on the bottom, and then you get two more touches on the bottom with that. Skating along that 200 moving average is that demand line. That's where you are. You're in the dead middle of an uptrend. Beautiful channel, though. Gotta love it. So I don't think there's anything actionable. There's 1, 2, 3, almost like triple bearish divergence going on the MACD histogram. But it doesn't matter. Is it making lower lows?
Sorry,
no.
bro, meant for a short.
Oh, for a short? I mean, I guess you're kind of getting there, but dang, man. Is it going to perform well? Like, how well is the performance going to be of this if it just keeps going up? I guess the stop would be, if you were trying to in any way, the stop would be above 469. Yeah, 469 would be your cutoff if you were going to try. Good luck, dude. It's whacked out, insane market conditions. So volatile, so just polarized. I don't know, the word's just crazy. But that VIX tomorrow is going to be going insane. Yeah, it's dumped 9%. It'll be right back up tomorrow, dude. It's going to just continue its elevation. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I mean, a short on something like that, I mean, you can try, and at least you know your levels. But what if it just keeps going parabolic? Well, you know, I just imagine if the macro turned around bullishly for that, it would maybe keep going up and outperform. I don't know. I think there are some out there, like some opportunities, but maybe I don't know about that one so much. Like, it's just so crazy, man. I mean, you know, you think about something like PGR that's like, oh yeah, that's a great short opportunity. Head and shoulders, pattern completion zone, it dumps, and then just stupid, crazy, irrational market just makes it, you know, go insane and bullishly engulfs. It goes up, you know, 4.24% on Friday. It's still below the resistance though. I mean, things like this, you know, they've been nice uptrends, all that, but yeah, these are tops. Maybe you type 2 return or something. But yeah, all you're doing now is just hidden bullish divergence. Maybe monitor this one, because it could be good if it can't break 107 again. Yeah, just, I mean, the ones that looked like they were good to short, like they started rolling over, and then just miraculous recovery on the stock market for everything, only to inverse that maybe tomorrow. That's when you know market conditions are real bad. So yeah, I don't even know, man. Like there are market conditions that are good for things, and then there's market conditions where it's just all whacked out, and it's almost like an estuary where the markets are deciding, they're figuring out if their trend's reversing that it's been in for so long, like the S&P 500. I think maybe you're in a position right now where we don't know if the trend has truly reversed the downside yet because of the miracle rally that happened last week, right? That's what did it. The miracle rally has made things more uncertain than they were. There was more certainty because it was like, oh yeah, this thing's so bearish, bear market, and then, oh yeah, of course, a record candle on the Qs and stuff, and then you're just like, maybe things might be okay. It recovered. It got above the major resistance points. And there was bullish divergence developing on the oscillators. Like, that's the craziest, largest candle of all time. And, you know, then just when the week closes, all this bad stuff happens on the weekend, and then you just start gapping down tomorrow, gapping down below 338. It's just
peaks.
Terrible market
No
conditions.
oscillator help really though. Thanks for looking, man. Just scanning.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for the contributions. Figure it's gonna be like this going forward. TTI or 3 volume peaks. Yeah, very well. I mean, your trend is perfect. You have a beautiful downtrend. So that's great. I love this as bearish, right? I mean, if all it does is lose and then it just completed what? What did it complete? I mean, something like, you know, yeah, this is a bearish. Look at that. An 8-8 chat. When will the 886s stop? They can't keep getting away with it. They can't keep reversing everything at 886s over and over and over again, right? So it's like 886 reversal, and then, you know, hey, it's like, oh, is that a bull flag? It's like, I wouldn't be betting on a bull flag on an asset that only loses, only makes lower highs, lower lows. I would look at this more like a 3 falling peaks. Yes. Yeah, this is terrible. It's like a textbook bearish, classic distribution structure. Yes. Good eye. Very, very bearish. I mean, at this point, things like this, Macro could be extremely bearish, where you're working on completely reversing the trend to the downside. Okay, check. Bearish market. Then you got, what is the sector? It's oil field services and equipment though, so I don't know. I mean, oil is really bullish, but it's an ancillary of oil. It's not directly oil. So and then you've got the individual assets really bearish. So minimally you're batting 2 for 3, not 3 for 3. But yeah, you got the 2 valleys and the 3 peaks, and yeah, I would say minimum downside target right there. 194 is where you're headed, most likely. Yep, and then after 194 is 143, it's 140. Yep. Yeah, you wouldn't surprise me at all if this thing collapsed and went down much, much lower. I'm talking like I would not be surprised if TTI eventually saw 35% downside to 50% downside again. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Why? Because that's all it does. That's all it does, man. Forever, almost, right? So a bearish pattern and a bearish trend at value perceived areas develops below the 200-day moving average. You went up, you tested the 200 moving average as resistance and failed. You want something else that's pathetic, unreal bearish about this element of P? Dude, hidden bearish divergence on the 3rd peak. That's the wombo combo. That's exactly what you want to see if you're bearish. How many combinations of 3 rising valleys have we seen where the 3rd valley shows hidden bullish divergence? The ones that play out, right? The ones that like always play out, if they do, right? So, yeah. Somber story on TTI, but beautiful technically for downside. Lots of downside. All it does is lose, chat. You want to see something in history, what it's done before. I mean, this was more of a cipher. I don't think it went to the 886. It was so weak. But look at this one. Look how beautiful this W was. Yeah, it was your wow, dude. It was a cipher with a type 2 return. That's gorgeous, man. I didn't quite get the 786, did it? But very close. 1, 2, and after the second high, what happened? This is education at this point, right? Because we might be in a period where we're looking for bearish harmonics, because they're the only things that are going to play out because the conditions have shifted bad. So from that, the asset lost at its lowest point from the peak, to the COVID crash low. It lost 99% of its value in about 2,300 days. Okay. Hey, look, it's little brother with more confirmation, kind of, with more distribution. See, at least this time, you think about it, it double top, meaning like the same market participants, were in it at the second peak. This time, it's like less market participants on the asset than did before. And then again, 3 times, thrice. Get wrecked, TTI. That's right. It's in a downtrend until it reverses. It's in a downtrend until it at least breaks above 515, but then it's still not very good. And then you got to break 942. Then you got to break 1350 and 15. So meaning like pretty much it's not going to go bullish for a very, very long time. But here's the good news. It could lose 35 to 50% of its value and go in like, what could it do? It could spring back test of spring, and it could confirm what was once support in 2017 and 2009 as support again, and then actually begin a very real reversal. So that's something to pay attention to. But again, it has to lose 34 to 50% of its value before it gets there. So good luck. No, dude, Putin puts nuclear forces on alert. But dude, you're watching mainstream media. It's like, no, they're literally doing that. That's just what they're doing. That's just news. It's just things that happened. It's just disappointing, man. Like, it doesn't matter where you go in crypto. If it looked okay, it's still like not dead yet. But, think about something like Tezos. I mean, like, what a disappointment, man. Or again, it's not dead yet. It's not even over. It's just today was really crappy for Bitcoin, and you're just working on a bearish engulfing candle, failing to launch. I mean, like, if you confirm the bottom, it's time to rise. Just like you saw in July. It was time to rise after the Type 2 return. She's not getting it. Oh, music stop. We got 1 minute, chat, till your weekly candle close. Not looking good. It's going to be a nasty weekly close for Bitcoin, unfortunately. Sorry. Currently on Bitcoin, crap. No hidden bullish divergence, really. Unless tomorrow something crazy good happens. But good luck, dude. Go to that weekly. Less than 1 minute, chat. Run out the clock. Thanks for being here. If you're enjoying the coverage, not the price action, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Okay, so your argument starts getting weaker for hidden bullish divergence. At least on the weekly, it's still above 40, but barely. It's not even 1 point above. You know, it's 0.59%. You know, it's almost there. It's almost at 40 again. You rejected it. You've rejected it before, but whatever. You're closing below the levels you need to close above. Where yesterday it looked promising, like you were about to do it, but not anymore. Big yikes, man. Thanks for the almost 1,000 people here.
Gentlemen.
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Jesus chimes. New week. A bad week. And guess what happens? Maybe tomorrow? Oh my God, chat. Yeah, tomorrow will be the monthly candle close, and it's going to be another. It's going to be the 4th month in a row of like one low and then the lower low on the close, and a lower low on a close, and another lower low on a close. Wow, 4 months of just gut wrenching, nasty, downtrending price on Bitcoin. Not fun. Been here. I don't think I've taken a day off in these 4 months. I think I've live streamed every single day. You know, I'll take off like during the year a couple times, a few times. But dang, man, I don't think I've taken off. So yeah, nice indecision candle on Bitcoin. Terrible. Just more downside probably on the 4 hour anyway. Just terrible indecision candle. There's no optimism on that candle close. Yeah, I mean, eventually, man, eventually, someday, you'll get a green candle again. Last green freaking monthly close was October. Trying troubling times. Ethereum, same. I mean, it's actually not the same. It's a little not as bad, as Bitcoin in terms of, it's only been 3 months now. 3 months. How'd your weekly close on Ethereum? Below where you needed to be above 2710. You're below it. You actually broke. See, this is what's so bad. You have like confirmed bearish upthrust and back test of upthrust, which is the inverse of spring back test of spring, which that's bullish, where you upthrusted through a critical area and then you fell back below it. And then when you fell back below it with candle close confirmation, you've now just confirmed that what was once resistance
Can you look at
is resistance again.
USDT/BTC TNX.
What's up, Tokumon? Thanks, dude. Yeah, sure. If you want to. That's bearish confirmation. Good job, crypto. I swear, man. The 55% of people who joined crypto last year, you've ruined it. Like, I don't know whatever happened with all this NFT crap and we got to join crypto. It's up. We didn't like it at 20K or 5K or 3850, but we love it at 60K. Come on in, dude. Ever since they all joined, it's just been terrible. There's been, you had one rally up, and it was just to make an all-time high, a double top, and now you're just doing this stuff. Hey, that's the good news, right? The good news is No, we're probably just not going to be dealing with near as many scams because those people are just going to leave the market forever, or at least until the next bull run. So you got that going for you. Yep, man, futures starting to sell off, you know, some more, like Dow Jones futures at its, yeah. These aren't good. Bearish engulfing candle confirming theory. I mean, there's optimism yesterday, and then you just nuclear bombs. We're gonna kill you if you. We've got to remind you. We're gonna talk about nuclear bombs. We're Russia, and you see their whole economy collapsing on Monday. Like, you know, everything started trading again. They had to free. I don't know. The ruble froze. I guess I don't even know, man, how that works. But they froze their stock market, and they're not letting people sell anything. No one's accepting people selling.
Have you already checked Jasmine?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's the safe haven of the world. No, it's loser trash that probably should go to zero before anything else. Yeah, foreign investors cannot sell. So I just think we're, you know, we might be still in the midst of a bearish trend reversal, but you still have the hopium, you know, that it's holding support, but it's not making higher highs. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's so tough where we are. I mean, it's like crazy because like your daily's showing you and implying that a reversal could be coming here. People saying like donate money to Ukraine. I mean, how can they win? How can Ukraine literally win? They're surrounded right now. No one can help them, and no one will help them. I mean, yeah, how are you even gonna get all this aid to them now with them being completely surrounded? I mean, you'll get it. Like, they'll take the capital, and there will just be who knows, a year or two. There will be a war, just a war everywhere in Ukraine, guerrilla, modern warfare going on. Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, people are still donating to Ukraine. I think they, over $4 million, probably way more now, but that's real. Do you believe XRP will pump tonight? I guarantee you it won't if Bitcoin rolls over. And not even Bitcoin. It's really, if the index funds collapse, if they start selling off again because the market has already gone bearish, because we're already in bear trend. I think we are in a bear trend until we recapture our previous highs. Because you just made the lower low. You confirmed the lower low, even if you had a nice miraculous rally back above support. So much distribution. And it's just so easy to move the price down like this. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm going to stay live, and the longer I stay live or not, maybe the worse it gets. Like, here's Bitcoin. That's still, the good news is, I guess, and really, like, just give it a couple days. But the good news for now, until we get more data, before we just roll over, is you made a higher close than February 21st. I said earlier in the Discord, like, if you close below 37K, it's going to be the lowest close you've seen in a month. So that's good news that didn't happen. And if you did start rallying, look, I mean, it could just start getting better again. The hidden bullish divergence argument could continue its development. But God, man, it's just really tough. You talk about fear being high. I mean, this is just as bad, if not worse, of fear on the markets as there was at COVID. Hope crash. Higher low. Dude, again, has it really bottomed out yet? This is a higher low, but maybe the wave isn't done selling off yet. So I'm just, remember, cautiously optimistic is all you can be. That's like the perfect words for it. Cautiously optimistic just based on technicals, but technicals when, you know, black swans or nuclear swans occur, unprecedented crap happens, you know, maybe all bets are off on your technicals. So I'm saying the technicals are somewhat promising based on what we know about Fibonacci, previous swing lows to highs, value perceived areas, double bottoms, and an edge. But again, that may not be any match for, you know, a deleveraging event or something where just market conditions get bad and volatility gets way too high. Wayne Batson, that's on you, dude. So did anything happen on the ruble yet? I don't think they're gonna let anything happen. No, they just stopped it. What about like the no, not RTX, the VNEC Russia ETF? I think they froze this too. They halted it, yeah. Yeah, dude, this is... I've just never seen or heard of anything like a currency pair losing 26% of its value in 26 minutes. Never. Maybe I'm just dumb, or I don't spend enough time paying attention to foreign exchange markets. I just never really heard anything like that. That crazy. I mean, I know that the Turkish lira and stuff, that's been over. That's like a long time, right? Every day it's got to do it weekly. I'm talking about in 26 minutes, 26% lost, right? That's different. A lot of it could be very well happening. We're trying to figure that out, right? The only reason we haven't, like, said with confirmation yet is just because that miracle rally last week to get us back above supports. But once those supports are retaken out again, it is done. It is done. And that's exactly where these futures are testing right now. So it's like super Monka S, super fear. It's really not over to the fat ladies thing. It's not over till the critical support is broken again, right? And then just another lower high is established, man. Yeah, GLD calls look like they're gonna print tomorrow. Yeah,
Gentlemen in the mix.
and maybe SLV. Here's your gold again. They're just so strong right now, and nothing surprising about this one. Nothing surprising. Too late to get on Grimace? No, dude. I'll wait for 0, and then you can get in on Grimace. It'll be area value at $0.00. And same with Jasmine. Yep, it hasn't. Big one is not. I mean, like, you think about it though. 2018 stock market had a real nasty drawdown. What happened to crypto? Went into its own bear cycle. COVID crash. What happened to Bitcoin? Bitcoin went to 3850. So I mean, like, you say we haven't been in a bear cycle, but my God. If the stock market does really bad things, we know for a fact Bitcoin's going to do really bad things because it always does. Like, always. But yeah, we haven't been in an 18-month bear trend. Sure, since 08. Absolutely. But I guarantee you, if the stock market goes into an 18-month bear trend, Bitcoin's probably, and all crypto, probably going into an 18-month bear trend too. Based on history. But at least gold and silver and platinum are doing well. I think platinum, man. Platinum's the play. Platinum's the play right now. I mean, based on the technicals, based on the breakout and the back test that just happened, dude. It just happened. So you're at low risk areas on platinum. I don't know. I mean, silver's still, like, it's separated from its best areas, which we knew were down here. I mean, it's methodically going up, but man, platinum's just, wow. You know, you just look at Tron, you know, just remember this escalator. Look, is it going for a type 2 or is it just going to roll over? Like, It looks definitely going for the type 2, but there's no edge in sight on this thing. And to me, it's just kind of like, it's not Tron. It's not even Bitcoin anymore. It's only the futures chart, more goth. You could long platinum with leverage if you wanted. I mean, you could, there's going to be something you can do for anything. I guess it would be like buying calls on whatever that ticker was that we looked at earlier. That's the crazy harmonic, Palladium's not really an area of value. It's not like back testing a breakout like now. It's like just in the middle of this huge range on its way up. But we had identified like on Palladium recently, or maybe a few weeks ago or a month ago, that it looked pretty good for more upside. PLG, there you go, for platinum. Eric, I wouldn't recommend that for anything. Mortgage your house for your house. That's financial advice, by the way. Mortgage your house for your house. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Trying to keep it going here. I mean, I've been live for an hour and 12 minutes. Feels like I've been live for a year on days like this, dude. Going live on days like this are tough, dude. I just really hate where things are going, like with geopolitically. It just makes you feel uneasy to just know that stuff's going on, and you just think about how well we had it for so long, even with the Orange Man bad, with Obama. I mean, those were some recovery times, but they were some peaceful times. I know on and off there's been the war in Iraq and Syria and stuff like that, sure, but nothing's been like this. Is different, even though those are terrible things that went on in Syria. I'm not even discounting them. I'm just saying, like, you can just feel it in the air, the type of fear where it's like you got a crazy guy who's invading other countries, who literally threatens with nukes. Staring at Bitcoin. I mean, in the end, it kind of was like a nothing burger candle. It was getting real bad, but it closed off its lows. But you just might as well just look at the futures chart, because you could not look at Bitcoin and just look at the futures chart, and that's going to tell you exactly where Bitcoin's going. I think for real.
When the going gets weird, the weird turn pro.
Is that a joint?
There you go. Yeah, it's true. He was always weird, man, and now he's a pro weirdo, right? Yep. Yeah, you're not fighting. Yeah, it's kind of inverse. It's like protagonist is different. Yeah, there was one bomb that went off, but now there's reports that that bomb that went off was not today. It was maybe another time or something. No, I think that's not a spinning top on the 4 hour. I think it's just more like an indecision candle, and you're looking for like a 4 hour or daily spinning top for that is not anything, dude. That to me is more bearish than bullish. And if it is a spinning top, you know what they say about them, right? You have no idea which way it's going to land. And to me, after a drawdown like that, it could be more downside. But yeah, flip your coin, dude, at this point on the immediate
China
direction.
To me, China.
Where is it going?
Quasimodo predicted all this. 0.04249000 LTC.
Quasimodo. Nostradamus. Thanks so much, Bobby. Eat your steak. Yeah, we can just sit here and look at Bitcoin. I mean, we've kind of gone across the markets. I mean, you know, we just keep making the rounds, I guess. But DXY, you know, moon candle. Because are you surprised that the US dollar would be up after what's been going on this weekend? Can't be that surprised, man. But now it's just at a resistance. And if it breaks its resistance, man, bye. See you at $99, $98 to $100. Yep. Or 100 on this. And it's just like testament to the strength of the trend where the low and then the higher low. And then even kind of a higher low again. So much accumulation on the DXY. And the prevailing trend before it. Good God. What's up, Todd Near Moon Boy? Thanks, man. So, Leroy Jenkins, first of the day, man. Yeah, XRP was covered.
Just because. Stay safe. Much love. 0.00132625 BTC.
Thank you, Todd Near Moon Boy, for helping me dollar cost average in these trying, troubling, uncertain times. Extremely volatile, whacked out, crazy times. This soon shall pass. This two, what is it? This two shoot? No, I don't know. Anyway, this shall pass at some point, and then it won't be this crazy, but it might be a long time. It might take a while. What's up, dude? Thanks, dude. Bullish on merch, he says. Thanks. We're buying the script American R. You don't even need to pray for Bitcoin anymore. Just pray for the index funds and the Ukrainians. That's about it. Because without the index funds, without the futures of those index funds, Bitcoin's going nowhere but down. Same with Ethereum. Same with any of your S coins, any of your beanie babies. Okay. It's just disappointing on Ethereum. We didn't look at the 4 hour, I don't think. I mean, it's like, it's still there. It's like maybe it goes for the type 2 return or something like that. It's still testing that supply line as a demand line, but just testing, by the way. That's why I'm going to use quotations, because is that really a test? Yeah, a bad case scenario, maybe you come down to like 2300 and maybe you double bottom there and then you just confirm the higher low than the previous low and the previous lows. Just trying to think about an outcome where this turns out okay. I mean, what I hate is so much is the 200 moving average. You know, it's pathetically rejected, man. It was so bad you couldn't even go test 2900. Yeah, it's bad, dude. Here we are, staring into the abyss again. Hope you're prepared. Hope you own some gold and silver, maybe, for what could be coming tomorrow. Because who knows how bad it's going to get tonight. Yeah. Pray it doesn't. But look, okay. So we've gone across the markets. I think you're kind of updated on what's going on. The hopium in the crypto market. Still not dead yet, but... man. Russia's got me shook, man. I'm a little shook. Markets are shook. I think sometimes there's a healthy amount of being shook. Okay. So I'll just leave y'all to it. Maybe things get really bad. I'll be back. But if not, until next time, respect the T. A.
When the going gets weird, the weird turn pro.